What's going on, y'all? Welcome back to another live session. We got another special guest. Go ahead and tell the people who you are and what you do.
I'm Clinton, y'all. What I do, man, I'm a personal trainer, lifestyle coach, man. I'm jack of all trades, man. Jack of all trades for sure.
For sure. That what's up, man. So one big thing I want to let y'all know about him, man, that grabbed my interest, man. I be out there with the A63 boys I be telling y'all about, man. All them dogs, man. Straight dogs out there, bro. Getting to it, right? And we was talking. He told me he vegan, man. I'm like, damn, I don't know so many vegans personally, or like, people they be saying they this and that, but they not really that. You know what I'm saying? So that's one thing I want to really touch on with you, man. So let's start with that. Like, how's that journey been for you? How did you get into that?
Man, I got into that, man. Mostly, I got bored. Man. I stopped eating red meat by the time I turned 22. So by the time I turned 22, I stopped eating red meat. Switched the lifestyle up to chicken, turkey, fish. Did that for about...
What year was this that you started this journey?
I started this journey, what is this, 2026. This is going on my third full year.
Locked in.
2026. I started 2023. Yeah, 2023, man. So this is my third full year. And like I said, I got bored, man. I wanted to chase something that was definitely going to be mind-boggling, right, for what they say, and hard for me to accomplish, right? So I did it first for 3 days. I did it during my birthday when I turned 34. So I turned 34. I did it for 7 days, and I couldn't resist, right? I wanted to eat meat. I wanted to eat chicken.
Okay, so you was having some temptation struggle, man.
Temptations, yes, for sure, man. And I said, fuck it, let me, excuse the language, man. I said, let me go ahead and try it again. So I did it for 7 days. I ate meat, and what was on my mind was, why did I stop? Right? Why did I stop after 7 days? What caused me to go back? And it was just mostly disbelief. Right? I couldn't believe that this was changing. This was happening at the moment. And I said, let me go ahead and try it again. So I waited about 2-3 weeks later, and I went ahead and tried it again. Right, I said, you know what, I'm going to try it this time, and this time I'm not going to stop. So it was tough because I didn't know what to eat as far as...
You was learning, you was new to it.
I was new to it.
Yeah.
You know, it was, and it was fun. It was fun because I ate the same meals for 3-4 days. I ate the same thing. Same thing I was eating until I did more research on some of the other things that I can eat, some other ways to prepare meals. I studied some other vegans that were eating healthier as well. Different foods that I can prepare with cabbages, quinoa, beans, right? What else? Mushrooms.
For the viewers that don't know, because like I said, I'm very uneducated on this topic too.
Yeah.
What is vegan? Like, break it down to us real quick.
It's more of just surviving off of the things that animals survive off, right? When it comes to animals, I mean the ones that just are eating plant-based foods, right? So it's fruits, vegetables, nuts, seeds, grains, surviving off those, and I tell you, man, it was tough for a little while.
When it comes to, I'm gonna jump around a little bit, we're gonna jump back and forth, but like when it comes to performance, man, do you feel like you perform better since you've been vegan, or not as good? Because like I said, I've been out with y'all a few times. I see y'all boys getting to it, man. My dog be in that sky, you know what I'm saying? And y'all ain't playing. So do you think you perform better being vegan? Was that a struggle at first?
I'm gonna say it's more of an energy thing. So more of an energy thing, and it's mainly because I don't survive off of fullness. I survive off eating to provide me energy to last the whole day. So that's something that I keep my mind on. So as long as the energy is still high, I can perform a lot of things. I mean, I might not have as much strength as I did when it came to eating the animal products, chicken, turkey, fish, eating that all the time. That gave me more sources of protein, from what they say. But now I just eat for energy. So I don't count calories. I don't count, man, I need 20 grams of protein today.
Yeah.
I don't do any of that. I say, what's going to provide me energy to last 10 hours, 12 hours, 13 hours. Fruits, vegetables, fulfillment, and I go through the day like that.
Did you used to track calories and macros and stuff like that before, or no?
No, I never did. I never did either. I never did it when I was eating the chicken, turkey, fish. which was for about 12 years. I never tracked any calories, man. I just knew I was eating the 3 meals. I just knew I was staying lean, right? If I wanted to bulk up, from what they say, I just ate an extra meal, right? I ate about 3 meals, 4 meals sometimes, and that was my main source. So, and when it comes to calisthenics and being on this vegan journey, plant-based journey, however you guys want to call it, I don't get as tired, right? It's just sometimes it's a little muscle fatigue. Um, and that's some of the obstacles that I'm actually dealing with right now. When I first did it, I lost 20 pounds. I lost 20 pounds. I got weak, right? I was more of strength training. I did I was about 100 and when I first did I was about 185. Um, I was benching 365.
I
So I
just
bench
said
about
three. You just
365.
said three on the red. It caught me off guard, man.
Bench
Three,
about
man.
365,
Pressure.
man. 365. I was squatting a good I say 4 or 5, right? We'll say there because you always want to squat clean. So if I'm getting my 90, I take the 90. So I say 4 or 5. I was deadlifting 465.
This is
And
prior to vegan.
this is prior to
Okay, okay,
vegan.
okay.
Yes. And then after that, I lost 20 pounds. I lost so much muscle. I went from 365 to barely getting 225. That crushed me. You know what I mean?
So that took a toll on you, man. Had a mess your head up.
yeah.
You like, damn, is this
I
what
hurt
I
my
want
heart,
to do?
man. I said, man, I couldn't believe this, right? So I said, how long will this last, right? So it was about consistency. So it was about, all right, I know this is what is going on right now. I know I lost 20 pounds. Everybody is like, man, you look sick. You look sick, right? And I said, you know what? I'm not going to deal with what anybody else is telling me. I'm going to continue doing what I'm doing. And it's been fun because I gained my weight back. I have gained my strength depending on how much I want to do, right? So right now doing calisthenics, I can care less about how much I'm bench pressing, unless I get to a homie and he's like, man, you can't do that anymore. So I say, all right, let me go ahead and knock it out for that person. But other than that, man, I still be
Hey, you said, let me show you real quick, man. This shit ain't sweet now.
This is what I was doing. This is what I was doing. So I said, all right, cool. I take it and I live with the journey that I'm on, and it's fun. It's fun, man, and I enjoy it for sure.
So I know we dove straight into the nutrition.
It was good, yeah,
and stuff like that. But let's take it back and go to the training now, right? Because you used to be a weight man, right? You was putting up some big numbers. You know what I'm saying? You've been doing that. So when did you first get into fitness? Let's start there.
I tell you, I was born in New York, Brooklyn, New York. I was there until I was about 10. Then I moved to Harlem. I was there until I was about 18. But what got me into fitness, it was more of a community outreach program, right? It was a way to keep young youths out of the streets, and it was called the Harlem Children's Zone. So I did that for about 3 years of my life, and that taught me fitness, health, and I became a health ambassador. I went to
this is all through this program.
This is all through the program.
Oh, that's what's up, man.
So it took us to colleges up in Ithaca, New York, just so we can do community speeches, right? And while we were young, I was 13. I've earned $1,000 at 13. You know, it's $1,000 stipend.
That's big. That's big money right there. Now, yeah,
man, the largest money I had at that time. And I was getting into fitness, right? I enjoyed it. I enjoyed coaching young youth throughout that time. And then I did that from 13 to 15. I got out of that because of the fact that once you hit 16, you're no longer in the summer youth employment, right? So now you have to actually fend for yourself. So that was from 13 to 16, and then after that, of course, I got older. I was no longer on that type of fitness journey, and then it became more of something I wanted to do for myself as far as exercising. So that was when I moved.
Before we get too far off, man, in that program, what were some things that they taught you or they were telling you, like, were you doing push-ups? Were they just teaching you about health and fitness? Were they having you do workouts and stuff like that? What was the program like?
This was more about nutrition. So we learned a lot about nutrition. We learned a lot about exercises. And we did exercise and nutrition and how to teach others. Right, so we were also coaching youth, We were also, that's how we actually earned our stipends from teaching the others, right? Teaching the younger youths that were about 7 to 10 years old and teaching them about just reading, learning about health,
So
different
you've been a
exercises.
mentor, been coaching, you know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? That's
yeah.
really cool. Like even at that time, you maybe didn't realize how big of an impact that was or like how these skills would take you where you are now. But that's a
Yeah.
big deal,
Yeah,
man, at
it
a
was a
young
big
age.
deal. It was a big deal.
That's what's up, man.
I tell you, I enjoyed it, man. It definitely cleared my mind. Um, and it definitely kept me out of the path of, destruction is what they say, right? Just being a young youth running the streets, man, and wanted to do a lot of things, but from the age of that time, 13 to 15, man, I enjoyed staying in the in-house and learning about health and learning about nutrition and becoming that health ambassador at that young age. So it was pretty cool.
For sure, man. So you was saying that you was there and at 16 you came to Florida?
18.
18 you come to
18 came to
Florida.
Florida.
Okay, so you come to Florida from up there and then what's next?
I came to Florida when I was up there. I was so I'm 18. I hated it. You know what I mean? I was like, man, I can't wait to get back.
You hated Florida?
I hated Florida.
Wait, why? Man, that's
I hated Florida
crazy.
because it was different.
Yeah,
It was
yeah.
slow pace, right? New York City.
Non-stop,
It was
always on go,
nonstop,
everything going
always on the
on.
go, man. So I'm walking fast. I'm walking next to a normal person that was from Florida, and I'm 2 steps ahead, right?
Yeah,
Three
yeah.
steps ahead, and I'm like, man, I need to slow the fuck down, right? So I got used to relaxing a little bit and pacing the mind a little bit more as well. And I started enjoying it. So like I said, I was 18. I wanted to get into Polk. I couldn't get into Polk because I was an out-of-state student. So because of that, they wanted to charge me a little bit more.
You came straight to Polk County though when
I
you
came straight to Polk
okay.
County. When I moved down here, we actually drove. Me and my parents and my two sisters. We drove. We couldn't get the house yet. The house was still being built, so we went down to Miami. Stayed in Miami with my uncle for a little while, and then about a week later we came down because the house was ready for us. So after that, that's when I had to find my journey, right? And that's when I wanted to go into school. I wanted to do nursing. So I wanted to do nursing, and I was like, man, this is something I want to do. So I had to wait a little while because, like I said, I was an out-of-state student. I ended up getting other jobs. I ended up working for Toys R Us. I worked for Toys R Us as an overnight stock person, and during the day I picked oranges. So I picked oranges as well. Definitely
Crazy, man. You was out in the field for real,
cupcake
dog.
for sure. So I did that for a little while, man, and then after maybe about a few months of doing that, I got called to work on a cruise.
That's
So
what's
I
up,
worked on a
man.
cruise. It was Americans airline,
Yeah.
and that was very, very cool because I was able to travel along the intercoastal
Seeing
waterways,
things, meeting people,
seeing things,
experience
meeting
things.
people, steering the boat, right? That was
Yeah.
tough as
You was
well.
steering the
Right? Steering the
boat.
boat.
Man, you was the captain,
I was
man.
captain
Yes,
for a little
sir.
bit. That was cool. That was very cool, man. At 20 years old,
How long did you do that for though?
it was for about 3 months.
Okay, cool,
So it was
cool.
for about 3 months. And then and after doing that, I came back home. Then I started my next journey. Right, I started my next journey. I worked for warehouses for a little while. I did warehouse and I did also customer service, as far as a call center. So I worked in a call center. Working in a call center, I'm going to say it taught me patience. Alrighty, so it taught me patience because I was able to deal with different
Rambunctious people, you
I
know what
tell
I'm
you,
saying?
man, and different emotions.
Yeah.
So it was very cool because I learned how to calm myself down and not feed into the emotion that was being brought to me. Right. So they was like, man, it was cool because I got to understand that person on the other line. I got to I got to learn how to play tricks with the mind of others, right? So it was like you call in, you're upset, you speak to someone that is very calm, very intellectual when it comes to speaking about
It kind of brings them back
and bring
down
them back
now.
down, man. So it was very cool, very nice and very interesting to know that I had that power at the age of 20, 21 years old. So I did that for about 3 years. About 3 years, man, I moved up in the company. They wanted to provide me as a manager role. But then I wanted to do, of course, the warehouse because I enjoyed that, and I also I also went to school, right? So I went back to school for medical assistance.
So you still working on nursing thing at the
I still
time?
was doing the nursing at the time as well. Uh, I did that for a little while. I completed medical assistance. Then I was up to a point where I was done school and I enjoyed working in the warehouse, right? So I decided like, hey, it's a left door and a right door. Which one is going to pay me more at that time of my life? And I decided to feed into the warehouse gig. So I did that for the next 12 years, just different warehouses, making uh, ocean spray juices, Arizona teas.
That's cool.
I did Simply products for Coca-Cola. Um, what else I did, man? McDonald's smoothies.
I'm talking manufacturing things, stuff like
Yeah,
that.
all manufacturing things, man. I was a blender, so that's what they call it, a blender. I was a mixer. Um, excuse me, and I was a cook. To me, I was a cook, right? So I learned the ingredients of these products. I knew what went into the juices, and I enjoyed cooking it. So that's when I started getting into more of cooking at home, right? And knowing, hey, let me make certain type of juices because I know what goes into these juices as well, and what products to actually stay away from, right?
Oh, we can talk about that. That's some interesting
It
stuff
was
right
tough,
there, man.
Hell yeah, it was tough, man. So it was like I know what goes in here. Let's only stick with 100% juices.
Yeah,
Right?
yeah,
Because
yeah.
I knew the other juices had other additives. So I said, all right, we're going to stay with the old OJ because it's 100% juice.
Facts.
I'm going to fuck with the apple juice, 100% juice.
Yeah, yeah.
Right? Then I'm going to probably mess with the,
So what are we staying away from though? Name one that we staying away from now.
what can we stay away from, man? You got, man, there's a lot of stuff that goes into
Yeah,
all of these.
one dog. Just pick one.
I'm gonna say we're gonna stick away from if you want to count simply lemonades. I don't like too much of the blueberry, right? The blueberry lemonade. That one has a little additives in that as well. Stay away from
All
I would
simple lemonades?
say a lot of the simplies, right? Don't mess with the simplies because it has tons of sugar, has tons of flavoring that they added into it that is flammable, highly flammable.
Oh my gosh, that's
You know what I mean?
crazy.
And that's a tough one. So,
Lord.
I like only. I can say I like mostly probably the pineapple. You know what I mean? But the pineapple has some extra additives.
You
in
know
there,
regular
too.
pineapple juice, like
They
in the
had,
can,
They had
like
not-
Dole.
It's not the Dole, but it was like the Simply Pineapple. It was
Okay,
pineapple
okay.
juice,
So anything
pineapple
simply is
lemonade,
yeah.
pineapple lemonade. But they still had things that was going into it as well. OJ even had a little bit of things that was going into it as well, right? So,
Let me check this real quick.
yes, sir, yes, sir. But when it comes to it, man, I stick with the apple juice. You know, give me apple juice, right? Don't give me nothing else.
Yeah.
And only because it comes with more shit, messed up things that's in there, man.
Yeah.
Just to actually keep the shelf life going for a little while, keep the color going for a little while. So it's a lot of things that they had to add for it, like it was calcium and some of the OJs that we were making. Tons of powder, right? So that was a tough one as well that I hated. So
On the top of pineapple juice though, man. So the Dole cool, man. Cause that's my little shit right there, man. I mean, I'm rocking that Dole, man. Don't tell me you gonna break my heart right now, man. I'm
I never made
damn.
though. I never made though.
Okay, so we don't know that. I gotta
don't know
find
about
out.
that. We don't
Okay,
know
for
about
now
that.
I feel like I'm safe, man. I'm safe, right? But now that's what's up, bro. That's a hell of an experience, man. You seen it a lot, bro. So you was working in the warehouse as a mixer, and then you got into cooking more. And you,
got into
at this
cooking
time, you're not vegan, or you are vegan at this time.
This time I was not vegan.
Okay, cool. So what are some things like you got into cooking, man, at home?
This
And
was at home. This was at home. So it was more shepherd's pies. I love sweet potato. So I was doing a lot of sweet potato cakes, sweet potato puddings. I was doing a lot of different things that just kept me surviving off the chicken, turkey, and the fish. And that sustained me, right? So I did that for a while until I got bored. This is when I was working at Coca-Cola. I started Coca-Cola by the time I was I'm gonna say maybe 26. So I worked for Coca-Cola at 26. I did that for about 5 years, I would say. Coca-Cola from 26 to I'll say 30, 31. And then I wanted to do something else. I started reading more. I started reading. I read this book, 50 Cent's book, Hustle Harder, Hustle Smarter. So
Okay.
Hustle Smarter, Hustle Harder. I forgot the name of that one, but Hustle Smarter, Hustle Harder. And that got me reading and thinking of ways to get out of the blending industry, right? The warehouse field, right? And it was more like if you get to a time in your life where you feel like you want to do something else, go ahead and go for it. Don't think about what path is ahead of yours. Just go ahead and go for it and see what else happens. So, I took my last check and I said, you know what, I'm gonna go ahead and do personal training because I feel so well that I can accomplish as much as I wanted to doing personal training.
You was in shape at this time
I
too,
was in
man.
shape
You was
at this
already
time.
still doing your thing, putting up the 365 and
I was
stuff.
putting up 365.
Yeah,
I put
okay.
365 up when I weighed 165 pounds. So I weighed
Fresh.
165. I benched 365. I weighed 165. I squatted 405. I weighed 165. I deadlifted 465.
So you know, okay, I'm already in shape, man. This is something I'm passionate about. Let me go ahead and take this all the way now.
Yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
cool.
So-
What's the key takeaway you got from that book, man? I never read that one yet, but now I'm going to, man, for sure.
The key takeaway I got from that book was more so if you want to learn if you want to test yourself on, because I was a weed smoker. So if you want to test yourself on not smoking weed, purchase a bag of weed, leave it on the counter, and walk past it every single
Is that
day.
one of the things he said in the book too?
Yeah,
or
that's one of the things he said in
okay,
the
that's
book,
cool,
right?
man. 'Cause that could be
So-
anything. That could be a donut. That could be
Yeah,
cake. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? Whatever
yeah.
somebody's going through. But that's
The thing
cool.
to do is just look at it, right? Every single day, give it 30 days. After 30 days, you start building a habit of consistency, and you can go ahead and understand that you have the will, you have the power to not take it anymore, right? So
That's cool that you
it was,
say that, man.
It was good, very good.
And you said you got it in the books, man, right? So have you read Atomic Habits?
Atomic Habits?
Atomic Habits.
I have not.
So really, I don't know the author. I'll get it for you later. But in that book, one of the things is pretty much talking about you got good habits and bad habits, right?
Okay.
And it kind of correlates to that, man. It's like you got to replace your bad habits with good habits and make it from there, right? So that's really cool. I always say, man, you say you read a lot of book stuff now too. I listen to more audiobooks than actually read. But it seemed like, bro, a lot of these people that are very high level on these big, very successful, right? They're all saying the same thing.
Yeah, they are.
It's like, why can we not listen? Why is it so hard for us to get this to our head? But it's like, it's so cool because like, okay, maybe for you it was that book. For somebody else, it might be this book. It might be this book. And it's just like it might be just different delivery. You know what I'm saying? So that's what's really cool. And that's what I love about his interviews, man, because somebody gonna hear this and maybe they'll start their vegan journey now too. You know what I'm saying? So I think that's something I look forward to hearing back from you guys about that, man. But what's some more books you've read and that you really spoke to? You know what I'm saying?
Of course, Think and Grow Rich. If you guys
Sure.
have been on that one was a pretty good book. Some of the influencers that I like to listen to is Bob Proctor. I don't know if you heard of Bob
I'm gonna
Proctor.
check him out now.
He has a book an Audible that I like to listen to, and it's called Change Your Paradigm, Change Your Life. That's something that I'm pretty big on that book, only because, like I said, I was a weed smoker, right? So I smoked until I was, I'm gonna say last year, right? So I smoked until last year, and I was a heavy weed smoker. I started smoking from the time of 10 years old up until 36, right? 36, I'm gonna say. But what changed for me on that one, where he says change your paradigm, change your life. Your paradigm is something that you are consistently doing. That is your lifestyle that you continue to follow. So I said, you know what, I'm gonna stop smoking, and see what changed about my life there, right? So I stopped smoking cold turkey.
You just did it straight to it, man.
Straight to it, man. It's about 6 months now.
Was that hard for you at first, bro? Cause most people can't do that. That's a skill, like
Yeah, it was tough.
to drop something like that.
Yeah, it was tough. It was tough, man. It was just more so tough on the mind. Tough on the mind, man. Because it was like just understanding that I was doing the same thing, the pattern I was chasing every time I wanted to smoke, I'll go to the store. Every day I wanted to smoke, I'm going to the store. The same pattern I was doing consistently, that I had to actually make a U-turn now, right? Go through a different avenue, right? Take another way to go home. So I won't see the same store that I was going to purchase what I was doing, right? As far as weed, right? So I wouldn't go to the store to get blunts. When the people see me in the store and they're like, "Hey, you want the blunts?" I'm like, "Nah, no, thank you." Right?
They had on the counter ready for you.
Ready for me. So I was like, "Yo, nah, not today, not today." So
That's strong, though, man. 'Cause that's
Yeah,
temptation right there
it
too,
felt
bro.
good. It
Like,
felt good, man. It felt good saying no, and it felt good getting in the car to when I left the gas station, right? Because it was like,
you was
man,
like in control. You felt like you was
I
in
had
control.
control, man. So it was very good, and that's when I go back to the reading because the reading actually had me doing a lot of different things that I wasn't normally doing. Um, I don't write go. I was never writing goals down. I started writing more goals down. I started doing more audible listening. So I did the change of paradigm, change of life. I did the jeez, man. Let me tell you.
Are you more of a reader or a listener
Uh,
though?
I like to do both. If I'm driving, if I'm sitting in the
Yeah.
car, I like to do more so audible listening to. And whenever I want to change as far as my focus on things, then I do more reading. What I'm reading right now is psycho-cybernetics. That's something I'm reading right now, and it's mostly because
That's the
it
title of the book.
yeah, that's the title of the book. It's a psychology book, so it's about influencing the mind and understanding the way people may think. So as long as I can understand how people think, that can actually give me the one up on what someone might just be pondering at a certain time, right? I did. So I've been reading a little bit of that. I've been reading more about studying the body, right? So studying the body, what I mean by that is body languages, right? So you cross your hands, right? So it's a lot of different things like that. So when someone is talking to me, or if I'm asking them a question and they swallow a lot of spit, right? So what that means is they were deciding first, right? Thinking about it first before they decided they wanted to tell
Those
me
are
what was
unintentional
actually
cues.
going
They don't
on.
even realize they're
They
doing
don't
that.
even realize it, right? Or they don't even feel like you might realize what they're actually doing. So I like to call them out. I like to say, so why did you do that? You
Yeah,
know, and they're
yeah.
like, what you mean? I'm like, you thought about what you was going to tell me to decide whether or not you should tell me.
Yeah.
Right? So you swallowed a lot of spit. You got a little choked up about it. So just tell me what's on your mind, and we were pretty good, man. You know, then I like to say, hey, listen, I'm nobody that's just gonna talk shit, right? So tell me what you're thinking about. Let's go ahead and break
That's a
that down.
strong
You
skill
know
to
what I
have,
mean?
though, bro.
So
Because that's like most people can't do that. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
it's
That's
a
a
tough
really
one.
good skill, and that you can tell with you anywhere in life. Man, you go to an interview, you go do a job. You know what I'm saying? Or you're dealing with a new client, whatever the case may be. You know what I'm saying? You could read these people a lot, and maybe you could help them out more with these
Yeah,
skills too.
for
So
sure.
that's what's up,
So
bro.
it's a lot of fidgeting people do. It's a lot of when I'm looking to make a sell when it comes to personal training. I watch the body as well. When I'm like, hey, you ready to purchase this package or something like that? They get to rubbing their eyes,
They get
right?
nervous, they get a little
Like,
shy
start
now,
playing with the
yeah.
hair. So I'm like, all right, this is not going to be a good sell right here because of the fact that the body is telling me something before the mind is, before the mouth is, excuse me. So I do a lot of that, and reading literatures actually helped me out as well. I got two kids. They speak to me body wise as well before the mouth speaks to me, right? So they do a lot of thinking. I question them on a lot of what they actually are doing as well. Then when it comes to answering questions, right, I like to pick their brain and ask them, why are you doing too much thinking before you want to tell me what's going on? Tell me what's going on in your mind. And then from there, they tend to understand that this is how dad is, right? So dad is a outside the box thinker from what they say because there's always more than one way to get home.
For sure.
So that's how I like to actually.
No, that's what's up, man. These skills you learn, like I said, even with your children, like it makes you a better father now with these skills you learn. You know what I'm saying? All these
That's
books
cool.
you're reading, man.
That's
That's
cool.
that's really what's up, man. And like I said, I've been big on reading for the past. I'm more of an audio guy though. Let's start there,
Yeah,
man.
what,
I don't read much.
What you like to listen to?
Man, bro, we go through some of my list right there, man.
Yeah.
But one of my favorite books is The Science of Getting Rich. It's short. See, I say short book because I listen. It's only 2 hours long.
That's not
So
bad.
there's been times, bro, when I was working up north, man, I would drive like 3 hour ride. I listened to that once on a ride back up there and a ride back home. Listen to it, but
Okay.
that's one of my favorite ones. Let me see it right
What
here.
is that? The Science of Getting Rich?
The Science of Getting Rich, man.
me go ahead
Is
and take a look.
really what it is. Science of Getting Rich. So it really goes through. It's more of a mindset to get rich than actually what you're doing. It's about like, bro, we all do the same thing, but we do it different. Like,
Okay.
you get rich by doing stuff in a certain way. How there's people who come from poor neighborhoods that get rich. There's people who come from rich places that get rich. You know what I'm saying? There's people who are very annoying that get rich. There's people who are very intelligent that get rich. You know what I'm saying? So
real.
it breaks it down like it's more of a mindset. The biggest takeaways I got from it is having an abundance mindset versus a scarcity mindset with anything. Like one of the big parts of the books, it speaks about how like let's say you're going to get a house, right?
Yeah.
And you want this house really bad, man, but it just don't work out. Like things ain't aligning. Now you and your feelings, you're upset about it because you think you're not going to find this house again. But with an abundance mindset, it's like, okay, cool, that one ain't for me now, you know what I'm saying? The next house I'm going to look at is going to be bigger and better. And when it's my time, it's going to be triple than anything I could imagine, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So really, that's a big takeaway I got from it, man. And also, one thing I like about that book, man, I used to struggle with this a lot. First getting into the online space and doing the fitness stuff. I used to see these people in these major cities, Atlanta, these people are maybe in Orlando, Tampa, Miami. They have all these other people around them that are on the same type of time, bro. They have access to more things. Like they got these better gyms out there and stuff, right? Yeah. And I was like in my feelings about that stuff, man. The comparison to Thief of Joy, bro. Doing that a lot of times. And then once I heard that book, I'm like, okay, cool. Maybe I got to work with what I got, man. You know, like maybe if I can't make it to the park to hit the pull-up bar, I'll set my rings up real quick. I can still hit pull-ups here, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Maybe I'll go on Facebook Market, I'll look up some things, I'll get some dip bars for me at home. So no matter what, now there's no excuses, you feel what I'm saying? So that's one thing I learned from that book. Let's go down one or two more real quick, man.
That's good deal.
Let's see, man. Trust and Inspire, that's something I'm listening to now. The Compound Effect is a really great book, man.
I got that one too.
Compound Effect, I like that one, man. It's real though. And a lot of these books really cover a lot of the same things. Maybe like the Compound might emphasize on how the things you do build up over time. Yeah. As where Science Get Rich is more like the abundance mindset, but they all touch these topics, bro. It's just different things. You're ready, As a Man Thinketh?
Yes, that's one of the books I was gonna tell you about too. You read that one?
I read it, but sometimes like I gotta listen to it. That's why I like my audio, man. I listen to the first time, I take maybe one or two things away. I listen to the second time, now I might take something else. Third time, okay, I can repeat this thing bar for bar now. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta listen to it about 4 or 5 times.
You get a lot better at it when you listen to it more than once.
For sure.
Yeah, it's very cool, man.
But that's a lot of, like I said, a lot of good things, man. Armed with Good Intent. We just gonna drop some gems for y'all real quick since we already on it, man. I said The Man, the Moment Demands. By Jason Wilson. You know what that is?
What is it called?
The Man, the Moment Demands.
Nah.
So I was just telling the other dude the same thing, bro. Like, okay, so it's 5 different roles. I don't know if I'm gonna get them right, but you got the provider, the husband, the father, the son, and then I forgot the last one, man. But it's these different roles that as a man we have to put ourselves in. So it's like, okay, this person might get this side of me. This person might get this side of me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm a son, so I'm one with my mother. With my wife, I may be something else. To my children, I'm a father. You know what I'm saying? So it's like really speaking about it's okay to be maybe vulnerable with your woman. You know what I'm saying? It's okay to be a provider for your family. It's okay to be in this mindset or get put yourself in these situations. You know what I'm saying? So that's when it goes through. Jason Wilson, I think he's like a life coach, man, a therapist.
Jason Wilson,
man. He has a lot of good things out there,
bro. What's that one called again? The
Man, the Moment Demands. Yeah, man, I can send you all these too, bro. You know, so this is our first time really getting time to really chop it up. That's why I be on go so much. You know, we go out there and we get this work in, man, all this and that. But it's good to sit down and really have a conversation and see, okay, besides just fitness or what made us get to this point. You know, I'm seeing you out there, bro. You big, shredded, you know what I'm saying? You like say you get up in that sky, but who was it before that? You know what I'm saying? What got you to this point? Because people don't see the grind and grit that go into that, you know what I'm saying?
What got me into calisthenics as far as?
Just, bro, you know what I'm saying? Like, you confident now. You got this discipline, you know what I'm saying? You built these things over time, but I'm just saying, like, there's things people don't see is the work behind the scenes that get you here now. So you could dive into that too if you want, man. Like, some of the things that made you who you are right now, you know?
All right, I'm going to say, man, I do a lot of meditation. So I do a lot of meditation right now. I meditate first thing in the morning. I meditate before I go to bed.
What's that look like for you, though?
Meditation?
Yeah, I know some people like breathing techniques. Some people maybe they might listen to a certain song or certain.
I listen to brainwave music. And we have, I believe it's 4 different brainwaves. I like to listen to the one that triggers the creative side of me. So I listen to that one because I like to listen to it before I go to bed so my mind can be a bit more creative. I listen to it first thing in the morning because first thing in the morning we are fresh. Our mind is ready to be creative, right? So I get the mind going a little bit before I go to bed and when I wake up. And I'm going to say it was an interesting moment that happened to me the first time I did it. As far as not meditating, but first time I really started meditating before I went to bed. I used to always just meditate first thing in the morning. And I meditated this one time before I went to bed, and I listened to some brainwave music, and a funny thing that happened was I was able to enchant something before I went to bed, and I was enchanting it before I went to bed. I was saying it while I was dreaming, right, in dream state, and then I ended up saying it while I woke up. And it was very interesting to me because that's the first time I ever really repeated something that was actually blatantly said in my dream. So I seen that I actually had that happen. I woke up about 2:30 in the morning. And I ended up writing everything down that I was dreaming, that I was seeing in my dreams.
Do you have a dream journal? I'm gonna pause real quick and check this, but
You said, "Do I have a?"
do you do you have a dream journal? Do you track most of your dreams, or only the ones that are important like that?
Most of the ones that are important like that, right? Because those are the ones that really stick out to me. It's a lot of dreaming that I do now that are more so figures as far as visions that I see. But that one stuck out to me. I did it again. I do it again now. But those are the visions that stuck out to me. Another one that stuck out was I seen the tree of life in my dream. Right, I seen the tree of life. I meditated that. And when I envisioned it in my dream, I envisioned multiple people sitting around the tree of life, right? So it was a very interesting dream because I was there. I was sitting there. I was meditating. I seen others sitting there meditating, not as much as seeing faces, just more so seeing bodies. And that was a very, very interesting dream of mine. And the moment I woke up, I started studying more of the tree of life.
Did you know about Tree of Life prior to that?
I didn't know much about the tree of life before that. Right?
That's
I
crazy.
just heard it in a podcast. I heard it in a podcast.
Okay, so you had some idea of it, but you didn't really know about it.
I didn't know about it, right? I heard it in the podcast, and it stuck out to me. I was like, man, what is the tree of life, right? So I looked it up. This was in the middle of the day. This was the afternoon. And then I went to bed, of course, still thinking about the tree of life because I was doing my research onto it. And then I was researching where is the tree of life, right? I was researching, can any tree be a tree of life, right? Because it's more so about the roots going into the ground and everything. So I ended up researching that. I went to bed, and I had a nice dream about it, and it was a huge tree and tons of people sitting around it. And then I woke up and I seen the same vision, right? So, and I remember that one as well. And every time I would go to bed, I would wake up at the same time, 2:30 in the morning. And I couldn't understand why I was waking up 2:30 in the morning, 2:30 in the morning. And then I researched it again. Why do I wake up 2:30 in the morning if I meditate before I go to bed? So what it said was when you meditate 15, 20 minutes before you go to bed, it actually puts your body in a sleeping state of 4 hours. So you actually gain 4 hours of sleep while you're meditating for 15 minutes. It's like your body is actually...
It's like a reset.
It's resetting while you're meditating. So it's like 4 hours in 15 minutes. So when I would wake up 2 hours later, it started to make sense to me that I actually slept 6 hours, right? It's as if my mind felt that way. So when I woke up 2:30 in the morning, I was very energetic.
So you felt good. You like, it's just odd you waking up time, but you like, you felt good.
Odd, man. I couldn't understand it. And I went back to sleep. Of course, I went back to sleep because it's 2:30 in the fucking morning. Right?
Yeah.
And I'm like, nah, let's see what's going on. So I continue to research that. I still wake up early to this day. I don't.
This was how long? What year was this? You say?
This happened to me recently, man. This happened to me
with the tree of life and all that.
With the tree of life, yes, that happened. I would say August.
What's up?
Happened August.
So you know about sacred geometry and all that stuff?
I do a lot of research on that as well. Yes.
I'm a little rusty, man. It's been a long time. When I was younger, I was deep in astral projection, all those kind of things, man. It's very interesting, man. I like to study religions and stuff too, man. Like I like to hear this story, learn this, and connect my own dots. You know what I'm saying? Opens the door to all these different kind of conversations too, bro. You know what I mean? But now that's what's up. And for those of you that don't know, I'm not gonna get too deep into it, but y'all can look up Tree of Life on your own and sacred geometry and like I think it's called Metatron's Cube, something like that too. Something along those lines. But y'all can look all this stuff up, man. it's so many different interesting things that you could look into. You know, the world's at our hands with this right here. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's true.
So that's what's up. I was younger doing the same thing, man. Looking up
Oh, really?
this and that, man. You said having a dream journal, man. That's cool because I used to do that. I don't do it no more, but I used to have a dream journal where I'd wake up, write it down. I found myself it's easier for me to remember my dreams. Like if I didn't write it down, a day goes by the afternoon, I forgot my dream. But if I wrote it down, I could vividly remember and see this dream again when I wrote it down. So that was definitely cool. Have you ever done a deprivation tank? You know what it is?
Nah, explain that one.
Like a deprivation tank is like where they have it. I don't know what's in the water, but you're pretty much floating in the water. And you go in there and like they close the lid on you, and you're just in there for like meditating pretty much. So you'll be in there for however long you want to be in there, and it's quiet though. So you just in there floating. So it's like, you know, you meditate, right? So I don't know if you do like your breathing techniques. By the time you hit like 5 minutes breathing, like you feel like you're in like a.
Yeah, it feels good.
It's just, I don't know how to explain it, man. You just gotta do it though. You know what I'm saying? So you there, it's like that. But in a deprivation tank, you have no noise. You know, say something in my room, I can hear birds, something like that though. That tank, like I ain't done one yet neither. I really want to. I know somebody in Tampa, but that'd be something to look into, man. Okay. I think that'd be cool, bro. But that's what's up, man. What got you into meditating? I don't know if you covered that already. What got you into that though to begin with?
What got me into that was more just what was I doing, man? It was in a relationship I was in. I was in a relationship for sure. And she kind of gave me a little insight.
You was going through it, or she helped you out, man. Okay.
She helped me out. She helped me out for sure, man. And it was cool because it's brought me to another light because of the fact that when I it's very interesting, man. I'm gonna tell you. So, all right. So she brought me into spirituality, right? Gave me some insight into it, and gave me some insight on meditating. So what was pretty cool about it was the fact that I used to have nightmares as well, right? So I used to have the bad dreams that was always popping up in my mind, and that's when I was only meditating at nighttime. So I would have these nightmares that came about, but I couldn't understand why.
Was it the same one over and over, or was it different nightmares?
It was
all the
the
time?
same one over and over. So it was the same one over and over. I seen the same people over and over in my nightmares, right? And I'm not gonna say they're nightmares. There's just, to me, they were messages, right? So they were messages that I was receiving in my brain, right, in my mind, in my sleep, in my dreams, and it was very cool, right? Wasn't cool then because I didn't like it. But
looking back now, though, you like
yeah. Looking back now, it feels like I understand because it was I was with my kid's mom since I was 16, right, a young age, and I'm no longer with her now. But the group of people that I've seen in my dreams were the ones from back then, my neighborhood, in the neighborhood I was living in, New York City. So I was always seeing the same people while I was dreaming, and to me that was more of a nightmare, right? Because it was more neighborhood. I wouldn't say neighborhood bullies, but I would just say neighborhood assholes that was always fucking around with people. Never really bothered me, but I still didn't like them as much, right? So, anyways, I would still see them in my dream and in my nightmares, and it was very interesting because once I got away from my kid's mom, I stopped having them.
Bro, that's crazy, bro.
It was very interesting. So I no longer have those nightmares anymore. And I felt like that was a message that was.
That's an ugly truth, man. That's real. That's deep, bro.
Tough.
That's deep, bro. But that's sometimes it takes for you to step away from a situation to get clarity. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So like I experienced something like that too, bro. Where it's like as soon as I left this situation, bro, it's like the window got
tough.
Crystal clear now. I'm like, damn, but you gotta go through some of those things to be able to see clearly though too, because at the time you can't really understand what's going on or why this is, and then when you step away, it's like, okay, oh, I did this wrong. Oh, I did this. Oh, this is a problem too. But sometimes we just brush things off that we know what's good. We know what's good and bad for us too. Sometimes it just be so weird. I don't understand it why we can't put ourselves in the best position all the time. Sometimes we gotta make these mistakes to learn, but it's different levels to mistake. But that's interesting, man. So. Y'all separate whatever bomb, you stop having these nightmares. What was that feeling like, bro? You know, it's never easy getting separate from something, but you've been with somebody for so long, right? For sure. Like it's never easy doing that. So what was that like when you separated bomb and you made that realization? Now you're aware. You're like, damn, I I stopped having these nightmares now because of this reason. Like, what did that mean to you? What was that?
It was more of an interesting scenario, just more of an interesting scenario. It was more of an understanding that that was the message that was being said to me. You know, get away from more of an old scenario, more of an old relationship, because that will lead me into a greater path, right? So, and it's very cool. It's very cool, and I'm happy for the messages that I continue to receive and the way my life is actually being put into it now. It helps me because the paths that I've been brought into, as far as work is concerned, God puts different people in my life that actually help me get to where I'm going now, right? So, needless to say, is I'm working at a job right now where Crunch Fitness, right? I'm working at Crunch where I'm Hispanic, right? So I'm Latino, right? So
Break it down real quick. We're not just gonna brush past that real quick. What you is all the way?
I'm Honduran. You know,
Honduran,
mom and dad
cool.
is Honduran. Um, then when it came to speaking Spanish, I spoke it a little bit. I didn't speak it as much because my mom had to learn more so English. Living in New York City, she had to get a job, so we didn't speak as much Spanish in the house. Right? My parents did, yes, but when it came to
Your day-to-day life,
day to day life, it was more so English, right? My dad knew English more than I'm not gonna say more than he knows Spanish because he knew English and Spanish very well. He was raised learning English and Spanish because his family was from Ratan, Roatan, right? Is what they call it, and that's an island in Honduras that speaks English and Spanish.
Okay.
So that is how I learned my English and. But yeah, so I didn't speak as much Spanish in the house because Mom Dukes had to learn English in order to survive, in order to get a job, in order to continue to live her everyday life, right? So we spoke it more with her so she could learn more of the English. So because of that took me a little bit away from learning more so Spanish until I went to Honduras every summer, stayed there for 2 months, spoke with family
Damn,
members.
that's crazy.
And it was very interesting. But needless to say, man, back to fast forward to
Yep.
where I'm at now. What helped me was, of course, speaking more Spanish now, right? Speaking more Spanish with people that have gotten into my life. That has helped me speak Spanish, right? And
You got around the right people and stuff. You say
got
now to
around the
people.
right people, man. That has helped me a lot, and put me in the positions of where I'm at now as far as work is concerned. Now I can obtain more Spanish speaking clients because now I have brushed up on my Spanish. I can communicate a little bit more.
I love that, man. That's what's up, bro. That's great.
Dialect is a lot better. So it's been cool, man. My mind has been clear. Not much nightmares anymore, right?
Feeling free.
I definitely feel free, man. Doing a lot of reading. I don't listen to music as much. Whenever I exercise, I'm listening to the audibles. Whenever I'm driving, I'm listening to the audibles. I'm doing more podcast listening as well. But I only listen to podcasters that can say things that influence the mind,
yeah.
and not talk much more so about nonsense to me. So it's about health, then it's about livelihoods, and then other than that, it's just more so books. So that kept me away from listening to the music, and I enjoyed it because every time I would go to the gym, I would see people bopping their heads, letting me know that they're listening to music.
Yeah.
When I would just be keeping a still
Locked in.
you know, still attitude, still positive attitude because I'm actually listening to a book, and that helped me because it was more so giving me an understanding that within this hour and a half of exercising that I'm doing, right? If I'm doing an hour, if it's an hour and a half where I'm exercising, people are listening to music while I'm listening to an audible. So that's an hour and a half that I'm gaining on this person because
I have a self-development, growth.
self-development, man. So they're listening to music, I'm listening to book. So that's a whole year where someone is listening to music while I am listening to an audible. So now I'm gaining an hour and a half on somebody else that's rather listening to music to get through their day, where I am doing a little more self-development. So it's been pretty cool.
That's what's up, man. You done a lot of growth, man. I'm like I said, I'm just seeing the product now. You know what I mean? But I'm glad to hear and learn all these things about you, bro, from prior experiences, man. So we was talking about the Spanish speaking stuff, right? Because I remember when I first met you, man, I was like, hey, bro, I heard you speak Spanish. I'm like, man, wait, my ears deceive me, bro. What's up with that? You know what I'm saying? So that's cool. And like you said, bro, you have that, your Spanish is a lot better now, so you're able to get a Spanish clientele, right?
Yes.
And I'm like, I'd be so jealous, bro, because I'm like, damn, man, I wish I knew Spanish, bro, because like, bro, like my friends, you travel to any country, bro, that speaks Spanish, you could go and mingle with anybody there, bro. You know what I'm saying? There's so many opportunities and people you can meet. Now you got a whole new gateway to people now too, you know what I mean?
Sure.
So even if you're trying to teach somebody something, right, you could post a video in English, do the same video in Spanish now, you know what I'm saying? So that's really a blessing, bro. A lot of people who are Spanish, and you had to work on it over time, so you still kind of understand, it's really like a blessing to be able to have that skill, bro, you know what I mean?
That's tough, man. I like it because it's I get looked at when I speak Spanish, and they're like, man, you speak Spanish? You're not faking it, right?
I know black, Bobby. Yeah.
I tell you, that should be so funny because it's like this thing happened to me the other day. It was like I spoke to a member at the gym in Spanish, and she spoke to me in English, but I continued to speak.
But
to
she
her
answered though in English.
And she answered in English, but she spoke Spanish.
Yeah.
Right. So it was like when I first spoke to her in Spanish, she answered in Spanish, but then I continued to speak to her in Spanish, and she spoke to me in English. So it was more so like she felt I was actually faking the funk and wasn't someone that spoke Spanish, and I felt that it was pretty interesting because I get looked at a lot like, hey, he doesn't really speak Spanish, until I continue to converse with these people and
like, oh, he
yes, he really does speak Spanish, so. And
my ears deceive me. That's what they said. Yeah.
I like it, man. I like it. I think it's pretty cool, man. I like to be looked at as someone that doesn't speak Spanish until we start to converse and communicate.
Keep that hidden in the bag,
Keep it hidden in the bag, man. And I haven't really heard anyone speaking Spanish that spoke about me in a negative way.
Yeah.
So it's cool. I like it.
That's what's up, man. That's a cool skill, man. I'm definitely working on that, man. That's one of my goals. I need like a Puerto Rican wife or something, man. I need me a Puerto Rican. I really need to get around more Spanish folks, though. That's my big problem. So I'm forced to do it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know if you know, I worked in a prison.
I think so.
And I worked in the jail, too. So, like, and I had some of the inmates, they'll be teaching me little things here and there. So, like, my new word I just learned, cepillo, you know what I'm saying?
Wow.
Cepillo. So,
I'm that.
Man, you feel me, dog? I'm really starting from the bottom. So, like, but it be stuff that we be using. So, like, even now I start learning some of the numbers. So, when I call a bunk number, something like that, just things I use in my day-to-day life because it's easy for me to know when I use it.
Yeah.
You know, today. So, like, dude come up to my desk, hey, cepillo. Oh, I got you, man. No worries. Boston. Cool, I got you, bro. You know what I'm saying? Whatever it may be. So, that's what's up, man. That's definitely one of my goals. This year, man, is really just get around more of a community, bro, of Spanish folks, bro, and open that up.
I think it's pretty cool, man. And I can say, man, that seems to be the best thing, man. Being learning that other language so you can kind of get into a community that you're not normally into. That to me, Latinos treat people like family sometimes, right? And I like that. So. It's been a good ride. It's been a good ride so far.
That's what's up, man.
But nevertheless, man, let's I got into calisthenics, man, through my little journey. The year before last, right? The year before last, I got into it December. I met Israel, the homie Israel, man. I seen what he was doing. He was. That
was one of the first dudes you met out there?
I knew Izzy already. I knew
him that's what's up, man.
Before calisthenics, I knew him, and I used to watch him put his videos online. And he used to always tell people, "Hey, come outside." Excuse me. I'm out here exercising every Sunday, and he didn't have a huge crowd out there. I believe it was more so maybe 3, 4 people that was always going out there with him. And then I would see his videos, and then I actually gave him a call. I said, "Hey, continue doing what you're doing. If you feel others are not watching you, I am." You know what I mean? And
what's up, man?
I'm gonna come out there with you. And ever since that time, I've been consistent with him, man. Over a year now.
It's been up.
And it's been good, man. It's been a great ride. I'm glad I joined him. I'm glad I was able to make that call to him and let him know that I was watching him because everybody else is watching him.
You never know. Some people need that, bro. It's so
Yeah, for
crazy how
sure, for
timing
sure.
and God work, bro. Like, you'll see, you might know he might have been going through some at the time too, and like you
Yeah,
just turned him up. Okay, man, I got to keep doing this now. You know what I'm saying? That's
yeah.
what's up,
It was
bro.
good, man. It was good because it was a good. He thanked me for that call. Um, it seemed like it happened at the right time, So gave him some enlightenment and actually gave me another journey. So it was another path in life, another direction that I was heading to. I felt that I was getting bored with the weights every single time I
Yeah,
was exercising. I've gained so much knowledge in strength training that I wanted to do something totally different,
challenge
right?
yourself.
I wanted to challenge myself. I challenged myself being vegan. And I wanted to do another challenge, right? So this felt good, and it continues to feel good every time. So, and I enjoy it because it accelerates the heart rate tremendously more than strength training did, and it tones the body up very differently as well. I'm getting way more defined than I was when I was strength training. Um, I have a lot more energy now. Um, uh, Bouncing around everywhere, man. Muscle ups out the blue, um, and I like it. And I like it, man. And I like it because
Muscles out of blue, just jumping that thing, just get
oh,
to
it
doing
brings
it,
me
man. I'm
joy.
trying to
It
get
brings
there,
me
man. We
joy,
working on
man.
it. Yeah,
It brings me a lot of joy. So it's and the brotherhood, the A63 community, man, that I was able to get into.
yeah,
That's a beautiful community. Um, we enjoy each other's time, and I can say I'm thankful for actually being down with the homies.
for sure, man.
So it's
And
good.
man, like I said, I always tell people about that, bro. Like, just getting around the right people is a big deal,
Yeah,
bro.
for
And
sure,
y'all
man.
push
You
each
need
other
it. You
out
need
there,
it.
bro. Everybody's doing all type of crazy stuff, real supportive, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, I'm not even able to get up in that sky with y'all yet, you know what I'm saying? But y'all
Yeah,
still,
you're
hey
coming
man,
up.
come on, gonna do what you gotta
Yeah,
do,
yeah,
man. Get
yeah,
up on the bar, at least do the pull-ups right now. Okay,
yeah,
this is gonna take you here, so just keep doing this. Like, it's a real big support system out there,
yeah,
man.
yeah.
And like you said, y'all built something really great and beautiful out there for sure, man. So if y'all haven't been out there yet, it's every Sunday, right?
It's every Sunday.
Every
Every Sunday,
Sunday,
10 o'clock.
Polk County.
Polk County, man, Lake Alfred.
Yep.
Tap into the A63 Instagram page, right? We'll shoot you the Addy. Come out there, man, as a family, man. If you don't know how to muscle up, if you don't know how to do your pull-ups properly or whatever, man, and if you feel, man, I don't know how to do it, so I don't want to get out there, which is some of the things that I've been hearing, man. I can't do a muscle up, so I don't want to come out there. I don't want to embarrass myself, but it's not even about that because we teach you how to do it.
They got the progressions out there, man. You got one advanced, you got one beginner right
We
there
work with
too.
each other, you know what I mean, and no one clowns you, So if anything, we're gonna challenge you to push yourself to do a little bit more, right? So that's what it's mostly about, man. It's just having a good time out there. Tons of wonderful people, tons of wonderful energy, right? And that's one of the best things is the fact that the energy is right. And when the energy is right, nothing feels better than that.
Yeah.
So
The possibilities are endless
yeah,
from there
that's how I
too,
like
man.
it. That's how I like it.
So, man, we're gonna go ahead and start closing this out though. But people watching this, right? What's one thing
Yeah.
you want them to take away from this?
One thing I want them to take away from this is just believe in good energy. Believing in good energy, man. It can take you a long way. And I'm gonna say if you have this journey that you're wanting to take, um, it doesn't have to be veganism. It doesn't have to be plant based. It doesn't have to be calisthenics. It just whatever journey you have in mind. Just go on that path, man. Don't be afraid of it. We all have doubts in our minds sometimes, but don't listen to the doubts. Listen to the first thought that you had in your mind about achieving that goal, pursuing whatever you want to pursue, and go ahead and pursue it, man. It's fun. You enjoy it.
For sure, man. Well, I'm glad you came, bro.
So it was a pleasure, man.
It was good. Hopefully, we do it again sometime
All right.
soon, bro.
Sounds good.
Tell people where they can find you on Instagram and whatever platforms you're on.
All right, you can find me, man, on Jungle Time Fitness. That's my Instagram. I on a Stand store. Fuck with me on the Stand store. Clinton Collins, man. The Stand store. I got ebooks on there. Ebooks that will guide you into the fitness world. That will guide you into a great nutrition lifestyle. Providing you tons of nutritional facts. And then as far as exercising as well, it gives you information on your fitness journey, provides you a lot of information on that. So definitely tap in, man. I'm on the Stand store. I post on YouTube every once in a while as well. But my Instagram is, like I said, Jungle Time Fitness. So tap in.
We'll put that down in the description too. You can send me a link for Stand Store too. I'll
Okay.
put it in the description.
All right, sounds good.
Also, man, y'all need anything with vegan on your journey? If you want to be a vegan, man, go ahead, send them a DM, man. You got anything with fitness you want to get into, man? Go ahead and tap into, bro.
So,
Golden ticket right here, man. Take advantage of it, right?
Coach.
What would you say is the cheapest product?
Cheapest product is going to be more of the a fitness, like a fitness manual. So you get a fitness manual with some exercises on there, and then you have your nutritional one as well.
How much is that right there?
The cheapest package, it goes for $30.
Okay, so I'm saying to say, man, if you can't afford $30, man, you got bigger problems on your hands, bro.
Yes, sir.
You could afford something like that, especially with it being what? February, man. We still early in the year, man. We got plenty of time till summer, bro. Y'all, if you ain't got $30, bro, go cut some goddamn grass. Go rake some. Ain't no leaves out there right now, but go cut some grass, man. Go goddamn work at McDonald's, whatever you need to do, man, and tap in for sure, bro.
Tap in, man. If you want to get into your fitness journey, man. If you want to know how to do it while changing your lifestyle and relying more on plant-based fruits, vegetables, nuts, seeds, grains, man. I can definitely guide you into it for sure.
Feel good and refreshed, man. Maybe that's what we can do a video in the future. If y'all want to see that, if you maybe give us a rundown of some of your vegan meals or showing us like you cooking something too, that'd be really cool, bro. But like I said, good having you here, bro. And we'll run it back.